What's up everybody, it's your girl Nia the Video Gamer, and I wanted to come on and make a quick video. But first, before I start the video topic, I want to tell you guys that I just completed Nihilumbra on the Wii U eShop, and it's currently $7.99. It is a physics-based puzzler platformer, so it's like all of those things. It's got a really dope narrative. It's a little preachy, but the overall narrative is very good, very eye-opening. And it kind of, it reminds you, that life is about perspective. So basically, if you're looking for a good indie eShop game, something that's a little cheap, you want to check it out, go check out Nihilumbra. And no, I'm not getting paid. I'm just saying I just finished this game on stream and it's pretty dope. So my video today is going to be about Star Fox, and I noticed that a lot of people have been kind of talking about Star Fox here lately, but I've been wanting to make this video for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks, but I've been too lazy to actually make a video about it. So some weeks ago I had a conversation with a couple of people in a forum on Facebook, and one of the OP was talking about how he wanted the Star Fox on Wii U to have like a massive online type of deal similar to like Battlefront. Like he wants like these massive like 20 plus versus 20 plus, types of games and stuff like that. And him and then a lot of other people, we were just all kind of talking about what we would like to see from Star Fox Wii U this year, assuming that it's still coming out this year. So first and foremost, I'm not really a big Star Fox fan. I mean, I'm a fan, but it's kind of more like on a basic level just because I've enjoyed the Star Fox games that I have played. But I'm not like a big Star Fox fan, like say I'm a big Zelda fan. Like I'm a huge Zelda fan, you know what I'm saying? Because the only Star Fox games I've ever played was Star Fox on the Super Nintendo, which I didn't really care for because I had actually played the 64 version before I even had a chance to touch the Super Nintendo version. I was like, this sucks, like I might as well just play the 64 version. So I played those two, and I played Star Fox Assault. So I never had a chance to play Star Fox Adventures or Star Fox Command. But I did watch a couple of playthroughs just because I was interested, one time. But as far as me playing it myself, I have not. As far as what I hope that Star Fox Wii U achieves, I hope that there is some type of online element, because I have a strong feeling that this game is probably going to be shallow, as far as it's not going to be a whole lot of lore and things like that. Not to saying that the gameplay and all that's going to be shallow. And so I think that for a game like Star Fox, there needs to be some kind of online element to kind of supplement, for the single player. But of course, that's just my generalization about what I think, and I'll talk a little bit more about that down the line. I would love to see some dog fights or something like that, maybe 8 versus 8, or maybe even less than that, 4 versus 4, 6 versus 6 or something like that. And other online game modes, if y'all hear like a truck or something outside, like my neighbor has the loudest car in the world. But yeah, I'm not really creative enough to actually think about some online things that I want to see, but I do know that I want there to be some kind of online thing, whether it's dog fights or some type of co-op modes or something like that, As far as the way that the single player is, I would love for them to combine pretty much everything that we loved about Star Fox, or even some of the things that didn't really work very well for Star Fox, but just come back in a better way, tweak it a little bit, fine tune it, make it feel right. And one of those things for sure would be all range mode, I want to be able to free fly. I mean, like, come on, we in outer space, man. Like, I ain't trying to be confined to no rails the whole time. Like, give me some freedom. Like, I do think that there should be some on-rail sections, because, that's kind of part of what a lot of people remember about Star Fox was like the on-rail modes, kind of giving it that arcadey feel. But because it's 2015, I don't really think that a game that's all on rails would fly. I mean, of course, on rails could still work, but as far as right now in 2015, people not gonna really be too excited about a game that's all on rails. I think that they should keep some on rail sections to kind of cater to the nostalgic fans, but the game overall needs a combination of different gameplay styles. And I know that there's a lot of people out there, especially a lot of the nostalgic fans or the Star Fox 64 fans, and they basically want the Wii U Star Fox to be a reboot of Star Fox 64, but in my opinion, Star Fox has so much potential. It could be very large scale if they wanted to do so, and the sky is basically, well, literally the limit, because I mean, you're in outer freaking space, man. Also, what I think that they need, and this is the last and final thing, is ground battles. There needs to be some on foot stuff. And basically what I would love to see is basically Star Fox Assault with more fluid controls and balance between air and ground combat. And to those of you guys who have been following me for a little bit, y'all know that one of my favorite games on the PS3 is Starhawk. Now Starhawk has a really good balance between ground and air, and it also has some RTS elements as well. I don't expect, you know, or want, for the most part, real-time strategy elements in Star Fox. There would, I mean, if there were some, I would be okay with it, but I basically just want Nintendo to copy and paste all of the good things with the air and ground combat from Starhawk and apply them to Star Fox. Like, that game nailed it. So yeah, all range mode, on rails, and ground combat. And last but not least, I would love them to keep the lore. And I get it, you know what I'm saying, it sounds crazy that I would even mention that, because I mean, Star Fox is about anamorphic creatures in space. Like, that sounds real crazy, right? But if you've actually played some of the later games, well, something that I experienced in Assault is that there is actually like a story and an atmosphere that surrounds the events of the game. And considering that Miyamoto is the director of Star Fox for the Wii U, I don't really expect him to keep those portions in the series, and that makes me really sad. I mean, I love Miyamoto. He makes great games as far as the gameplay mechanics are concerned, but he isn't really the most reliable developer when it comes down to trying to realizing a narrative or conceptualizing some kind of story, you know what I'm saying, or some kind of plot in games. I mean, as much as I love Paper Mario Sticker Star, look at how that game is compared to like Paper Mario 64 or the other Paper Mario games. Like, there's not really much narrative or story in Paper Mario Sticker Star, and I think that that's kind of just where his mindset is. He doesn't really care about all of that extra stuff like lore and stuff like that. And I mean, it's not really bad because I can play a game without a deep story or anything like that. But like I said before, Star Fox has so much potential to be more than just this on rails, hey, let's shoot these guys up real quick, let's move to the next planet, stuff like that. Like, there's some real potential with the series. Now, as far as what I expect, like what I think that we're gonna see from Star Fox Wii U, I think that we're actually gonna get a legit Star Fox 64 reboot. You know what I'm saying? I think that ideally Miyamoto is probably trying to gauge interest on just how many people actually do want a new Star Fox, and as a result, I think he's gonna kind of play it safe. You know what I mean? I think the game is gonna play similar to Star Fox 64, and it's gonna have like some gamepad stuff, you know. And I don't mean gamepad stuff like in a bad way. I mean just saying, I think that he's gonna use Star Fox as kind of like his experimental, you know what I'm saying, little project for whatever ideas that he has for the actual Wii U controller. Because if you remember last year at E3, you know, he showed Project Guard and he showed Project Giant Robot, and we were all like, what the hell is this? But I don't think those are going to be real full-fledged games. I think those are just some gameplay mechanics he was messing around with that we will ultimately see in Star Fox. You know, Miyamoto, he's just real wacky the way that he do things a lot of the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the same guy that was gardening one day and got the idea for Pikmin. And lo and behold, Pikmin is one of my favorite Nintendo franchises. So I'm not saying that Star Fox is gonna be bad, but sometimes he has some real weird ideas. Sometimes they're good, like Pikmin, and then sometimes we get Wii music. You just never know with Miyamoto. Overall, I think that whatever Star Fox for the Wii U is gonna be, I think that we're gonna be satisfied, but I don't think it's gonna be that big, large space game that we would want to see from Star Fox. This is a game that has been going for a decade and some change, and I don't really see it straying too far away from what we would already expect from a Star Fox game, just kind of given the past history of Star Fox, and then, you know, them trying different things and they're not really turning out to be that profitable, or you know, something or other. So I don't know, man. It's gonna be really interesting to see. Hopefully they show more about Star Fox at E3 2015. But I'm done rambling. Tell me how you feel, or what you think we're gonna be seeing for Star Fox Wii U. I keep wanting to say Star Fox 64. So tell me how you feel in the comments below, and I'll talk to you later. Peace. If you're interested in playing games and chatting with other gamers, come join my raid call. The membership ID is 108-08013. Follow the link for instructions. First of all, this game is buttery smooth. There was no lag. There weren't any disconnections mid-game. It just runs perfectly. I didn't really notice any frame rate drops, if there were any at all.